keep smiling till I get this shit right. The following is an anecdote about my fitness journey, if you will. There's a lot of different kinds of British accents in one. So how it basically used to be is Wanjira goes into the gym. I don't care if this is the gym on the college campus, a gym that I've signed up for. But I would enter a gym and like immediately, you know that feeling of absolute loathing? Like, bleh. I'd be like, I'm not supposed to be here. I just feel like I didn't fit. I didn't belong. Also, I remember feeling like I'm a really curvy girl and curvy girls don't gym. Because only recently have you been seeing very voluptuous women putting in that gym work. When I was trying to first start gymming, it was a very specific type of look that went to the gym. It was like, oh, those are for the athletes. Those are for the obviously athletic girls. I am not an obviously athletic girl, okay? So, I have always been athletic and I have a lot of natural strength, but like, I don't think people looked at me and were like, athlete. It's not how I got labeled. That was not the label that was given to me at most times throughout my life, up to now. However, you're only now starting to see, also people are going to the gym to get a body that like was something that I already had, which was like, you know, they want to get the pecs up, so they got the boobs and they're trying to work out the butt because they're trying to lift the ass and all these kind of things, as opposed to being, you know, super, super duper skinny and not have a lot of assets. And I thought that's what people go to the gym to achieve. So I remember I would just walk into that gym, you know, feeling like I've got the world in front of me and behind me, as I'm just, you know, strutting through. Always feeling like a 10, but always wondering like, am I supposed to be here? Is this really my place? And so I make my way to some equipment. I have no idea how to use said equipment. I, to this day, barely know a machine's name. But I will also say that I barely know a street name around where I live, but I can get home. You know what I was like? Like, I just have one of those people. Like, I do that. So I was just like, this is going to be interesting. And I just like approached some sort of piece of equipment to do God knows what. Let's just say to work on my legs. And I'm like, okay. This is gonna be interesting. First of all, you feel like all the eyes are right on you. You know, you feel like people just stopped working out with their own stuff to pull out the telescope right quick and just make sure they got that whole image. And you're just like, oh God, they know that I don't know what's going on, you know. And this was well before I entered this stage in my life that I like to refer to as NFG, no fucks given. So of course at the time you feel like everybody's looking at you with a magnifying lens, only to find out later that actually people don't really care. Like, they're probably just living their best lives, but we're not there yet. Right now, we're in the stage where they absolutely do care, and they've pulled out their microscopes and their telescopes. So I feel like they can just see everything I'm doing wrong. I'm probably not using the gym equipment at this point to the best of my ability. And so I, you know, do a little something or nah. You know when you don't know a gym, the safe piece of equipment that everybody uses, like, bet I'm gonna go right to that, because I know that I will always be doing something there and I can't really screw this up. And that's the treadmill. The treadmill is everyone's best friend when you don't know what the flying fuck is going on. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, there's treadmill life. And so it was like, okay, I'll hit the treadmill. But like, even then, it's like, when you don't really know what you're doing, then you don't even know like what you're accomplishing, what you're like setting out to do. So I did that a few times throughout various points of my life. I think there was like one time where I was like really serious about the treadmill, because we've had a treadmill in my parents' house since forever. And so like there was like a time I would say like a 2-3 month stretch where I was really consistent about the treadmill. But other than that, was not really like a gym person, because I just felt like I didn't belong. I feel like it wasn't marketed toward me. It wasn't marketed toward people who look like me, all jokes aside. And I just didn't really know. I always felt like the oddball out. There aren't a lot of women. Up to this day when I go to the gym, I don't really see as many chicks as I do guys. And when I do, even then, it's like the age thing, you know, like there are like it's very specific age groups that I see in there. So that's why I'm just like, what is halting women of certain age groups, of certain types, to go to the gym? And thank God that started to change. So that's the good news. But you know, you don't want to be walking up in there like stuttering. I'd be like having my bag like thinking they could all see me. Like, it should never really be that serious. Like, just go in there, because when you realize, because I was talking to somebody recently, an older woman, and I could tell, like, I think she felt like it would be a little ridiculous going to the gym. And, you know, I just don't think that there's a problem. Like, I think you think that other people are watching you and are judging your shit, and that you're scared, and then you're like, oh God, like what do I need to work on, and like what needs to happen, and like if you're just going in there and you're doing you're gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I went in there and I started not paying attention to what other people were doing, and that mainly came through with having a dope trainer. If there's a dope trainer you can get in your life, even for a little bit, like right now I don't have a trainer, but there was a stretch in my life when I did, and he was really awesome, and that really worked for me. And I think that helped build my confidence, because also it taught me a lot about like how to work out. Having a trainer explained to me, and I know I know several people who never had trainers who were able to teach themselves how to use gym equipment, and like just how to figure out how to get to the goals that they were trying to accomplish. But for me, having a trainer in the time that I could was really nice. It was like a 3-month, maybe 4-month stretch. And I took all the information that I learned from that trainer and was then able to be like, no, this is Sparta, baby, what you need. So, it's really important, I think, to familiarize yourself with equipment, with what your goals are. Make goals. Because also when you go to the gym and you're aimless, it's a little hard to be NFG, because then you're also trying to look at what other people are doing and be like, oh yeah, that looks good. That looks like some good stuff right there. Let me get into. No, you're not gonna do anything. Like, homie over there knows what he's doing. Chica over there knows what she's doing. Dead it. Dead it. Just go with your own idea of what it is you're trying to do, whether that's lose weight or gain muscle or both, you know, or just get more stronger, you know, more physically fit. Those are all things to do. And I found that when I made like everything else that I try into my life, when I make myself like the competition, I'm not worried about other people and what they're doing and how good their stuff looks like, their workout, their life, whatever. I was really able to do a little something. So I just thought I would share that with you, you know, because I just remember those early days when I was like, whoa! And now I'm just like, ah. And it's taken a long time. And people think I live at the gym, and that's also not what's happening at all. Like, I am trying to be very consistent now about the gym, but it's not like, oh my God, I go to the gym every day for 3 hours or 90 minutes or whatever it is. Like, I actually just make sure that I do certain workouts, and maybe that I've burned a certain number of calories every time I go, and try to go a certain number of times per week, because I have my own goals and I know what they are. That's what's important. So I just thought I would share that with you. Let me know below what your gym goals are. What is it that you're trying to do? Do you feel comfortable going to the gym? Like, I'm really curious because I've met 20 somethings who are awkward about it. I've met 40, 50, 60 somethings that are awkward about it. And I just still feel like women feel inhibited about getting to the gym, and you really, really shouldn't. It can be a really fun place. I'm telling you, I find it to be a huge anxiety and depression buster. It can't fix all your problems, that's not what I'm saying, but I definitely think it helps me manage my mental health and wellness and well-being and keeps me feeling sprightly. So let me know what your gym journey is and how it is you're trying to keep fit, or if you still feel shy about the process.